In this video, we're going to talk some more about parallel and perpendicular lines, but now that we know what parallel and perpendicular lines are, we're not just trying to find out if they are parallel or perpendicular. Now we're actually going to be writing parallel and perpendicular equations. So what we're going to be doing in these notes is very similar to when we were just writing linear equations through 1 point or through 2 points. So we have to keep this in mind. Parallel lines have same slopes or identical slopes. Perpendicular lines have negative reciprocal slopes. And remember that negative reciprocal is taking one fraction, flipping it, and making one of the two negative. Right? So these first couple are just parallel examples. So we're going to walk through this as if they were just parallel. So what they give us is an ordered pair, and they give us an equation. We are trying to find an equation that is parallel to the one they gave us. So parallel, they have to have the same slope. That means in our new line that we create, that is going to be the same slope. Okay? Now, in order to find our new y-intercept, because it shouldn't be the same, we're going to use the point they gave us. We're going to use the slope they gave us. And we're going to put all of those things into an equation so that we can find our y-intercept. So here, y is 7, our slope is -4, our x is -2, and then we are no longer using that 1, we are trying to find a new y-intercept. So now we can find this y-intercept. This would be positive 8 plus b. I would subtract 8 on both sides, so b equals -1. After we find that y-intercept, we need to rewrite our equation so that it's y equals, it has to be parallel, so our slope has not changed, still x, but now our y-intercept is -1 instead of +1. So we're saying this line that we just found and this line are parallel lines. Right? Let's do another example of that. In number 2, we're still given that point, we're still given an equation, but now this equation is in standard form instead of slope-intercept form. So now we have to solve this first to figure out what our slope is and then do the others. So I'm going to move x to both sides, or to the other side, sorry. Left with -3y minus x plus 9, and then I'm going to divide everything by -3. So that leaves positive y equals positive 1/3 x minus 3. That's what that equation is. That is not the answer to this problem. Now I can say that my new equation has to have a slope of 1/3. So now I can use that to find my new equation. So I'm going to use my ordered pair, -1 equals my slope, which is 1/3, my x, which is 3, and then I'm not using this y-intercept that was in the problem. I'm trying to find my new y-intercept. So I'm going to solve this for b. Well, 1/3 times 3, since those are reciprocals, not negative reciprocals, this would just be 1. And then I would subtract 1 on both sides. So my new equation is y equals 1/3 x, and my new y-intercept is -2. this is parallel to my original. And that's what we're trying to find, that new equation that would be parallel to the original. Right? Now we're going to try some of the perpendicular ones. The steps for the perpendicular ones are very much the same as the parallel. There's just one additional step. So if we're given some point and some equation in slope-intercept form, because it's perpendicular, remember that's a negative reciprocal slope, I have to take this slope and change it so the negative reciprocal of 2 would be negative 1/2. Then I can use this slope and my order pair to find my new equation. So in my order pair, my y is 3. My new slope is negative 1/2. My x is 4. And I'm trying to find my my y-intercept, or my b-value. Negative 1/2 times 4 is negative 2. And then I can add 2 to both sides. So my new equation is y equals negative 1/2 x plus 5. And what I'm saying is that these two, the original and the one I just found, are perpendicular to one another. Okay, let's try another example. Now in number 4, we are given our order pair, but our equation is in standard form. So now on top of trying to figure out what our new slope is, we also need to convert this. So I'm going to go ahead and start that by subtracting by 5x on both sides. So we have 3y equals negative 5x. Shifted. Minus 21. And then I'm dividing everything by 3. So that my original equation is negative 5/3 x minus 7. That says original. I wrote it kind of sloppy. And I have to find my negative reciprocal first of what I just found. So if it was negative 5/3, my negative reciprocal would be a positive 3/5. Then I have to use that and my order pair to find my new equation. So my y value is 1. My slope is 3/5. My x value is negative 5. And I'm trying to find my new y-intercept. 3/5 times negative 5. Well, the 5s are really going to cancel. So this is just going to be negative 3. And then I can add 3 to both sides. So my new equation is going to be y equals my negative reciprocal slope, 3/5 x, and my new y-intercept, plus 4. So these two are perpendicular. Alright, let's do just a couple more. We're going to do 7 and number 11. Now again, it says whether it's perpendicular or parallel. It has to say that. Otherwise, we don't know which one we're doing, and we might do the wrong one. So for number 7, this is parallel. Just write that off to the side. So we're given an equation, we're given an ordered pair. I see that this equation is in slope-intercept form, is in standard form, sorry, and I need to convert it to slope-intercept form. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And divide everything by -2. So y equals positive 1/2 x minus 7. So that's my original. From there, I need to find my new equation by taking my ordered pair and my slope, putting them into an equation and solving for b. So 5 equals 1/2 times 4 plus b. 1/2 times 4 is 2. Subtract 2 on both sides and we get 3. So our new equation is y equals 1/2 x plus 3. Now, I didn't say this as I was doing this. Parallel means the same slope, so I wouldn't have changed anything. That's going to be your biggest issue, trying to keep those two separate. For 11, this is perpendicular. And again, I see that this problem is in standard form, so I'm going to fix that first. Divide everything by 10. So y equals, and I have to simplify, -1/5 x plus 2. From there, I have to find my negative reciprocal slope. So it was -1/5, so if I flip that and take out the negative, it would be positive 5. And then from there, I need to take my new slope and my ordered pair and find my new y-intercept. So 3 equals 5 times 2 plus b. Subtract 10 from both sides. We're left with -7 equals b. So our new equation is y equals 5x minus 7.